guys, let's draw a pair of Old Skool Vans. I'm going to start with my pen. Now we're going to try to draw it right in the middle of our page, okay? So we're going to start with a straight line, kind of angled down towards the left-hand side of our page. Now from the end of that line, you're going to turn it into a curved line and then go straight towards the front of your page, kind of like that. Now this is going to be the front of the shoe, so we need to turn this into a curved line that's going to go down and back, okay? So here's my curved line. I'm going to stop right there. Okay, so it's a curved line and then it's going to kind of turn into a straight line for the sole. Okay. Shoes are actually really kind of hard to draw, but we're going to break it down. Hopefully it should be easy enough. Okay, easiest part of this whole thing, we're going to draw a straight line from here all the way back towards the other side of our page, okay? Okay. And I'm going to stop, well actually I'm going to go a little bit more just because I want it to be even. I want there to be an even amount of space on this side as there is on this side. So it's going to be a really big shoe. It's okay. Give me more space to color. Okay, so from there, you're going to go angled a little bit back into a curved line like this. Now, this is the tongue of the shoe, kind of where the laces are. So we're going to finish this part first so that we know how high we need to go with the back heel of our shoe, okay? So from here, you're going to go down with a curved, kind of slightly curved line. And then from there, you're going to go back, you're going to go down into kind of like a deep U shape. But you don't want to go any further than this. So if you imagine a line going all the way from here, all the way to the other side of your page, you don't want to dip below that line. So like, I'm going to use my finger as like a little marker to make sure that my curved line doesn't go any further than that. And then you go back up, okay? Now from here, you're going to go in an upside down U shape. Now again, keep an eye on how tall you made the tongue of the shoe. Kind of draw a line over, so make sure you don't go any higher than that, okay? In fact, you want to go a little bit lower with your curved line. And now that you have this, you can just connect the two, okay? And try to just connect it in as seamless a way as possible. So it's probably easier to go from this side and go up. Oof, and I made it. So this is obviously the contour, the entire outside of our shoe. Now let's start filling it in with sort of some of the details, okay? Now, when you have a shoe like just sitting flat, if you're looking at it this way, you'll see a little part of the inside of the shoe. So we're going to draw that by, from this top line here, you're just going to kind of go down into a curve and then go back up. So it's basically the same shape as you did here, just a little bit further up, okay? So that's kind of the inside of the shoe. Now let's draw the sole of the shoe. Now Vans, of course, they're like skateboarding shoes, so they have very thick soles. So the line that I did here, in between my curved line and my straight line, or basically about halfway from this distance, we're just going to do straight line until you get to about here. When you get to about here, you're going to want to start curving it back up like that. Just very subtle. A very, very subtle curved line. Okay. Now right below it, you're going to do the same thing. Very close to the line that you just did. And it's like literally the same shape, the same line, just a little bit below it. And you're even going to curve up at the end. Because if you look at a pair of these shoes, they have like a couple of stripes right above the sole. So I'm going to do one more above it. So at the end you should have 3 lines going all the way from the front to the back of your shoe. Now let's give it some more of the details. At the front, you're going to go from, so where your line went from an angled line to this line, from right about there, you're going to just draw a curved line. And then from almost the middle of that, you're going to try to follow the same shape as this. So like whatever your angle is for this top line, you're going to want to try to follow the same angle, okay? So like mine's going up like that. So this line will go up just like that too. Okay, so it's almost like 2 parallel lines here. Now in the heel, almost 2/3 of the way up, you're going to draw a big curve out. Okay. Now on the sole, we'll add a couple details there too. We're going to draw a curved line, but okay, so wherever you drew this line for the front part of your shoe, you're going to go back a little bit, okay? So I'm going to start right about here. You're going to draw a curved line like that, almost like an upside down J. And another detail for this shoe, let's draw part of a little rectangle in the back. That's kind of like the little Vans badge that you can see. I'm going to save the hardest part for the end, which is the shoelaces, and even those I'm going to keep really simple. But let's do like the little stripey thing. I'm sure it has a name, but I'm going to call it a stripey thing. So this is basically a curved line. You're going to start from about here, almost like 1/3 of the way down your laces. And you can start with either the top or the bottom, doesn't matter, but it's down, up, down, and all the way over until you touch the back part. Now I'm going to do the same exact shape a little bit below it. Take your time. Again, these are almost like parallel lines, so you want to try to keep the same distance if you can. Okay? So it's pretty much the bulk of the shoe. Now, let's do the laces. This is kind of the hard part, but I'm going to show you like a super easy way to draw laces. The first thing, I'm going to draw a line, like a straight line, curve it at the end, and then go back. So it's kind of like a long stretched out U, okay? Now this is essentially the same shape that I'm going to continue to use for my laces, but I'm just going to angle them. So for example, the next one, I'm going to have sticking out in this direction. Curve it and put it back. And then the other lace would be on the other side. So now I'm going to go from here about halfway on this lace. I'm going to go up, around, and back. Okay, so you're kind of like trying to crisscross these a little bit. And then from here, about halfway on this lace, you're going to go in the other direction, up, around, and back. Halfway on this lace, you're going to go up, around, and back. Okay? So it's kind of like a pattern. You're just going to continue up as far as you can until you get towards the top, and then I'll show you what we do. I'm actually not even going to draw the laces tied because that part is pretty complicated. Okay, but this just at least gives you the impression that there are laces and that they're crossed and that they're doing their thing. Okay. Probably have space for like 2 more. And 1 more actually. Okay. So now that I have pretty much this whole thing filled up, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do a line here, straight line, and another straight line here. Now the good thing about this is that when I color it, I mean, you guys can basically decorate these shoes however you want. That's what's kind of fun about this project. This is kind of an opportunity for you guys to decorate your own shoe however you would want to. If you want it to be rainbow, if you want it to have, I don't know, planets on it, now is your chance to really kind of decorate it however you would want. But the way that I'm going to color it, I'm going to keep this part black or like a very dark gray. And that'll help me out because then I can color everything in and it's going to look even better. It's going to look more like laces because everything will be black except for the laces. But yeah, so here's my drawing. This is the basic drawing of the shoe. Now I'm going to color it. I'm going to fast forward this part, and obviously this is where you guys can decorate yours however you want, okay? But I'll come back to you at the end and show you what I did. Okay guys, here is my finished Old Skool van. Hopefully you guys came up with something cool to color on yours. I'll see you guys back here soon, okay? Thanks for joining me. Bye! If you guys liked making art with me today, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my new videos. Hope to see you back here again soon.